Hi, everyone. For today's pick a card topic, we're going to ask what was your job in a past life? So, for our crystal option, we have Lapis Lazuli, which is also one of my favorite crystals. This is for group number one, and that is a Lapis Lazuli palm stone. There you go. For group number two, we have Lapis Lazuli bracelet. Then for group number three, we have Lapis Lazuli mini sphere. Well, you know what to do. Once you're ready, just click on the timestamps below. So, group number one, you have chosen Lapis Lazuli palm stone. Let's find out, what was your job in a past life? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number one. Three of Cups or Two of Cups. You got here Two of Swords. The Wheel. Ace of Coins. High Priestess. I knew it. Thank you, Spirit. Then he got Three of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Coins. Talk about career or job. Wow. All right, so here's what I'm seeing. Group number one, this is very, very straightforward. A lot of you chose this pile. You guys are highly spiritual. I won't be surprised if some of you are tarot readers checking out this pile, because that's what I'm seeing very, very strongly here. And so, yes, this is something that you have also done in a past life. It's a spiritual career. Let's just put it that way. All right. Psychic work, mediumship. All right. You do have the ability to connect with spirit. For others of you, I'm getting it's more like a religious work. Okay. Charity work. I don't know, for some reason, this is giving me the Mother Teresa vibe. Okay. I'm also getting that for others of you. So that's why I'm picking up charity work or spiritual religious work. Let's just put it that way. Okay. You also provide guidance to people, even in a previous lifetime, because of your wisdom. Because again, the High Priestess is somebody's very, very intuitive. All right. She holds a book of secrets. She's very knowledgeable and she gives guidance as well. So I'm really picking that up for most of you chose this pile. Others of you, I'm getting something around trading. Okay. Either you've been selling something in exchange for money, all right, or in exchange of something. That's also what I'm picking up. All right, let's try to pull up another set of cards. What was your job in a past life? Look at that. Two of Water. Strengthening bonds. And then orphaned. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing based on these three cards now. For some of you, I really heard that it's something to do with art. Okay, so earlier we got a message from Spirit in which some of you, your job in a past life had something to do with religious work or spiritual work, okay? Or even charity work, right? But for others of you, I'm also getting here based on these three cards that it had something to do with art. That was so strong. So maybe if you guys are highly creative right now, or you really love art, you're inspired by it, it's because of in a previous lifetime, that's also what you have been doing. And then I'm also getting something around, yeah, counseling, because it depends on what era are we going to be picking up from this reading. It can be that for some of you, we're actually kind of like picking up your most recent lifetime, okay? But for others of you, it can be, yeah, dated way back then. So I'm getting here if it's the most recent lifetime, I'm really picking up something to do with counseling. So again, there's something around giving guidance, all right? Or you're listening to people, you're giving advice. That's really what I'm getting here. Let's try to pull it more. I love this. Quite interesting. Oh my gosh. Now you got the poet. Wow. So this is quite interesting. That's why I'm picking up something around art. Okay. So yeah, for some of you guys, this is what you have been doing, or this is your past life job. Okay. Again, something related to arts, can also be music. All right. Or maybe like what I said with this poet card, that's probably also what you have been doing back then. Okay. You have a way with words. There's something about communication. Maybe that's why I'm also picking up counseling, in which you're speaking, you're also listening to people, you're giving advice. All right. So yeah, let's see what else. And then again, I'm picking up psychic work as well. Then we have back and forth. And then financial constraints. Okay. So based on these two cards that we just pulled up, I'm also getting here that your job in a past life had really something to do with trading. Yeah. So if you're not resonating more with career that is associated with art, or something to do with psychic work or spiritual career or religious work, I'm getting here that for some of you, either you are a trader, you've been selling something for others of you. Yeah, I'm really getting something around selling. A locksmith for others of you as well. Who knows? I'm also getting that based on this image. But let's see. Let's pull up more. Manifest. All right. Self-love. And then triumphant success. Again, this is the Ace of Swords. So there's really something around communication. Okay. So it's a type of career or job in which you are either speaking your truth, or you're actually sharing your knowledge and wisdom, especially with the Wheel of Fortune earlier, right? And there's actually an owl, because you guys are really, really knowledgeable people, all right? You're wise. And so I'm getting here that this is part of your career in a past life. You've been sharing your wisdom to people as well. I'm also getting something around writing for others of you, if this is a most recent lifetime, something to do with writing, something to do with fighting for what is right or just. I don't know, I'm suddenly getting that right now. Others of you, I'm really picking up something to do with psychic work. I really got that, especially with this manifest card as well. But if we take a look at this card where there's a lady holding this lantern, again, guidance. So even in a previous lifetime, you've been, again, sharing your knowledge, you've been providing wisdom to people or guidance to people as well. Let's try to pull up more. Oh, yes, because he got the magician. I knew it. For group number one, for most of you, I'm just really getting a very strong psychic energy, all right? Very strong spiritual career here for a lot of you. Either you were a healer as well back then, or you guys are kind of like high priest or high priestess. Well, you got the high priestess card earlier, and now you got the magician, okay? And like what I said, I also picked up that for others of you, you have been selling something. There's something about either trading or selling some stuffs, okay? I'm also kind of like getting, yeah, I heard Scotland. I really heard that right now. Yeah, a lifetime in a European country. When I actually just said that in my mind, I heard my guide saying Scotland to be specific. So I really got that for someone out there as well. Then you got Ride the Wave. Okay, what else? Stillness. And then Fulfillment. Okay. So, like what I said earlier, on top of psychic work or spiritual career or religious career, as well as maybe something to do with selling or trading or art, because we got that as well earlier, since this is a general reading, you can expect that there's so many career or type of jobs that we will be witnessing here in this reading. For others of you, I'm actually getting that, yes, it really had something to do with nature. So some of you are working in a type of job that is connected with nature, maybe a farmer. All right, I'm also getting that very strongly. For others of you, like what I said, there's something about writing. I really, really got that even by looking at all of these images here, because the way I do the reading, if you're new to my channel, I just don't base it on what's written in here or the meaning of each card, but I base it off on what I'm actually hearing from spirit as soon as I put my focus on the image of the cards. And when I saw the cards, I really got that. Somebody watching this pile, you were actually, yeah, a writer in a past life. And somebody's famous or somebody who's well respected. Let's just put it that way. Really well respected. Your ideas or the things that you have written or wrote back then, it really did help a lot of people. Okay. Yeah. Because I keep on hearing legacy as well. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. So yeah, let's try to pull up another set. What else? Divine Matrix. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh, really? Hold up, you guys. I'm hearing my guide saying something. If it's actually, okay, thank you. If it's actually a psychic work, somebody watching this pile, what you were specifically doing back then is that you're actually helping people. It's still healing in such a way that you're also helping people to connect, kind of like mediumship, to connect to their loved ones who are already in the spiritual realm or somebody who passed away. All right. And so this is not only healing for the person that you're helping, but the spirit as well who just passed on. All right. I really heard that for someone out there. That was also your career. If you're doing this right now, then that was also your career or what you have been doing in a past life. Because remember, I'm really getting a strong spiritual career or religious work for group number one. And yes, kind of like you have the ability to access Akashic records as well. Wow, that is beautiful. Then he got physical activity. Yeah, with a physical activity, and then you got the fulfillment card earlier. So it's labor, all right? Something to do with labor, like either some of your farmers, all right? Where you're actually, yeah, again, this is very self-explanatory with a physical activity. There's movement, all right? So I'm also picking that up for others of you. Try to pull it more. Ooh, what is this? Yearning? Yeah. Honor the masculine. Oh my gosh. This is exactly what I was just talking about with the yearning card. And it says here, undesired separation. So what did I just said earlier? In a past life, since you're highly psychic even, you have the ability to connect with spirits, all right? And so for instance, maybe your clients in a previous lifetime, they really wanted to talk to their loved ones who have passed on. And so you're actually helping them. All right. You're providing guidance. Maybe that's why I kind of like picked up the energy of counseling as well. All right. So, yes, that was what you were doing back then as well. If you're doing it right now, don't be surprised because this is something that you have done as well in a past life. And you're also helping the spirit that has passed on. That's also what I'm hearing right now, to acknowledge that they have to move towards the light. So whether this is a most recent lifetime as well, because again, it depends. We can actually pick up lifetimes from biblical times or what, right? But I'm getting that for others of you, it's a most recent lifetime. Let's try to pull it more. Yeah, you got peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, very healing energy. So you are actually doing a type of career that also brings peace and comfort, right? Which is crazy because you got the orphan card and you got undesired separation. So if this is connected to what I just heard from spirit, in which you're helping somebody who lost their loved one, all right, to connect with that spirit, you're helping both. You're helping that person who lost their loved one, and you're also helping that spirit to pass away to move towards the light. And that is healing. And therefore, it's actually bringing peace on both sides, right? Towards the person who lost their loved one, as well as that spirit who passed away. Wow, I love this. I so freaking love this. That is so beautiful. So I'm getting a very healing energy here. All right, let's try to pull it more. Okay. There you go. Wow. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. This is so nice. All right, so here's what I'm actually seeing. Some of you guys are really into selling. I really got that. You are traveling to different places. Either you have been trading something in exchange for something as well. All right, I'm getting that. And then for others of you, there's something around either farm, okay, farming. I don't know. I really got that very strongly. Something to do with farming, or there's something around fruits. Well, you got the peach fruit earlier. So either you've been actually selling fruits as well. I'm really getting that. There's something about manual physical labor, all right? That's also what I'm getting for others of you. And then based on this card, I'm really getting something around religious work. I'm drawn to this angel over here. Wow. Religious work, charity work, or spiritual work. Just like what I said earlier. Either you are also kind of like being, I don't know, assisted by angels, all right? So you can actually perform your task. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, there's something about traveling. There's something around going to one place and another. All right. So you can actually either you're doing it because you need to explore, you actually needed to share something, but I'm also getting it's still related to trading. Okay. Where you have to go from one place to another. And yeah, if it's a spiritual career, for some of you have a strong connection with animals or spirits. Okay. I'm also picking up, yeah, kind of like a gypsy for others of you. Maybe that's why you have to go from one place to another. Oh my gosh, really? This is interesting. That's why I really love past life reading. I'm getting a lot of information. All right, let's try to pull it more. But I have, to make sure that I don't spend so much time, because I notice whenever I do past life reading, I get so drained easily. I don't know, for some reason. In fact, right now, I'm getting thirsty, to be quite honest. It's like my throat is really dry. Ooh. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's really something around healing, you guys. Yeah. And then what is this? Service, right. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. For others of you, healing work. Just like what I said, anything to do with healing. If this is a most recent lifetime, then let's just say you're a doctor as well in a previous lifetime. If you're a doctor or a nurse right now, that's also what you have been doing in a past life, all right? Something to do with healing. Others of you, I don't know, but I'm picking up that, yeah, there's something about being a socialite or being connected to the elite. Yeah, I'm also getting that. Or politics for others of you. I'm also getting that too. Something around the government. Yeah, I also got that. And then you got the service card over here, right? So any job that is related to service or you're providing service to people. Okay, very nice. So let's actually pull up some past life cards now. Let's get 3 from this deck. What was your job in a past life? Group number 1. What is this? Okay. Ooh, all right. So for others of you, it's related to technology. Either you were connected to, yeah, connected to something related to the invention of a machine, let's just say. I don't know. I'm really getting that when I saw this use of technology card. So yeah, that was also your job in a past life. Either you came up or you're part of the team, you came up with some sort of like an invention. Yeah, it could be trains, for instance, or transportation. Maybe that's why I'm also picking up travel here. All right. Nice. All right, let's see what else. Something to do with, yeah, transportation. Then we have, oh, okay, all right. So for some of you, this second card is also talking about poverty. So maybe in a past life, yeah, you were also struggling with finances, which is quite interesting because you got the financial constraints. Okay. Now you got poverty cards. So maybe for others of you, it was really, a struggle for you back then around career, around finances or money. Because you also got the card that says beggar. Then you have, oh my gosh, again, something around healing. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I'm also getting somebody is also working in a type of a job that is related to orphanage. No wonder you got the orphan card, because this card is also talking about that, which is crazy. Again, there's a lot of synchronicity in this reading. This is poverty card or beggar card, and then you got the financial constraints. Now, this one is also related to orphaned or being orphaned. So I'm getting that for some of you, this is part of your career or job back then. Maybe even working for an orphanage, all right? Maybe you have close connection with kids as well, with children, even on this present lifetime. Wow, because you love to be of service, you love to give help. Others of you, again, like what I said, I'm picking up that it had something to do with transportation, invention, all right? Or like what it says here, technology, okay? Maybe you're part of a team, and maybe you guys actually came up with some sort of like, yeah, a vehicle or transportation back in the days. So again, only take what applies because it's really, really only obvious that since this is a general reading, that we are going to be picking up so many possible careers here. All right. So before we wrap things up, let me just pull up another past life card. We'll get 3 here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Imprisonment or slavery. Okay. Maybe a warden. That's also a possible job if this is not necessarily you, that you were a slave back then. But I'm more of like picking up that, yeah, Spirit is actually saying it had something to do with your career. All right. See, I told you, you saw me shuffle and it just flew like that. What did I say earlier? Okay, now we got spirituality and religion. Bingo. Wow. I just said that at the very start of the reading. Spiritual career or religious work. So now we got spirituality and religion. Okay. And I was so drawn to the image of Mother Teresa earlier as well. Kind of like Mother Teresa. Yeah. So again, something to do with spiritual career or religious work. And now we got spirituality and religion. Let's get one more. Knighthood. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Maybe that's why in the Magician card, right? Which is the awareness card. Where was that? Yeah, this one. Yeah, when I saw this, I really heard Scotland, honestly, for some of you. Or I'm actually getting that maybe you're a warrior, kind of like a soldier as well, with a knighthood, okay? Yeah, yeah. That's another possible career for you guys. Or I'm also hearing some of you are also kind of like selling some sort of like weapons, whether it's actually swords. Because I also got that. You have a lot of swords in your cards. Haven't you noticed that? Yeah, look at this. You also got this sword over here. So either you were a soldier or what I also heard, honestly, earlier is that some of you guys are selling. I forgot the term for that. Yeah, but let's just put it this way. Been selling weapons, all right? There's really something around selling that or you're making it, okay? Maybe that's why I said locksmith, but maybe you're a swordsmith as well. Who knows? Yeah. But anyway, I so love this reading. There's a lot of careers that I actually picked up from this reading. But I certainly hope you enjoyed this as well. And I'll be seeing you again next week. Bye, guys. Stay safe. Okay, group number 2, you have chosen Lapis Lazuli Bracelet. Let me wear it as well. So let's go ahead and find out what was your job in a past life. Group 1's reading is so fantastic. It brought me to different worlds. But anyway, let's find out yours. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. What was your job in a past life, group number 2? Okay, you have Page of Coins. Queen of Swords. You have 8 of coins. Talk about career or job. You have 9 of wands. Wow, king of coins. Beautiful. And then 8 of wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, page of wands. Wow. So many careers that I'm seeing here as well for group number 2. Okay. I wish I could actually, remember all of them. Because while I was shuffling, I was hearing so many careers. So let's start off with this one. I heard that for others of you, your job in a previous lifetime or a past life is that you are a teacher. So again, it depends on whether this is your most recent lifetime, all right, that we're actually kind of like picking up, or it can also be dated back then. But I really heard that for others of you, you were a teacher, okay? You've been teaching people. Others of you, I'm actually getting something to do with guarding something, which is really, really interesting. Either you are kind of like a security guard or you're doing patrol, all right, patrol work. Yeah, I'm just going to be, kind of like letting you know about what type of career that is. Maybe it's not what it's called really, but it's somewhat related to that, in which you're guarding something. You're just protecting something, okay? So yeah, I'm getting that, whether kind of like a guard or a watcher, all right? That's really what I'm picking up. Others of you, it is kind of like also what I picked up from group one's reading. So maybe somebody's been checking out all piles. So I also got something around religious work or charity work. Okay. Some of you guys, to be quite honest, Spirit is actually saying that in a previous lifetime, and not for all of you, okay, you were single because of you were also kind of like a nun or a priest. I also got that. And of course, when you're a nun or a priest, you are not allowed to get married. So I also got that for someone who's checking out this pile. And so again, it's still related to religious work, okay? And then for others of you, it's more of like a business, all right? You're not working for someone, but kind of like a businessman or a businesswoman. You've been also selling something, all right? And that's how you're earning income or money from it. I'm also drawn to the Queen of Swords, all right? Because I'm drawn to this lady who's actually wearing a kimono and she's holding this oriental fan. So maybe some of you had a lifetime, of course, in Japan, all right? And yeah, kind of like a geisha as well. And it's also possible that for some of you, you guys are actually kind of like an artist. Because again, geisha, it's also related to art, all right? Poetry, music, or kind of like a Maiko, right? So I also got that for someone out there. Kind of like an entertainer. Yeah. Entertainment. There you go. So that's what I'm picking up when I saw this woman who's wearing this kimono and this wearing, or rather holding, this oriental fan. So there's something around entertainment, because geisha is also related to entertainment, arts, music. And then I'm also picking up something around travel, all right? Because you got the 8 of Wands over here and you got the Page of Wands. And so there's really something around traveling. So your career or job back then, it involves traveling. You're going from one place to another as well, all right? And then lastly, what I also got from Spirit is that somebody watching this pile is also probably into writing, okay? So I feel still connected to teaching, something around teaching, writing, education. I really got that too. So yeah, wow. Anyway, Let's move on to the next set of cards. What else? What was your career or your job in a past life? Okay, what is this? Emotions. Wow, Four of Ear. Well, in the traditional tarot, Four of Ear, it actually shows a person praying. Okay? So, like what I just said earlier, I won't be surprised if some of you guys are either working for the church or it's a religious work, okay, which I also got from Group One's reading. And so, yeah, I'm also getting that here. So, something to do with religion. And I even got this message from Spirit that in a past life, you were also single, all right, or you can't get married because either you were a priest or a nun. So, yeah. And then for others of you, there's something around healing, okay? Because Four of Swords or Four of Air for me, it had something to do with healing. So, whether this is your most recent past life, in which you were healing people, kind of like a doctor, all right? I also got that too. What else? Well-deserved reward. And then he got the Blossom card. Okay, yeah. All right. So here's what I'm seeing. For others of you, I'm actually picking up, again, it had something to do with you were selling something, okay? Because Knight of Pentacles is somebody's financially independent. That's why I said earlier, some of you guys are not necessarily working for someone in a previous lifetime as well. So I'm actually picking up, it's kind of like an independent job, all right? Or you have been selling something. I also got this message right now from Spirit that for others of you, if it's still connected to religious work or spiritual career, you're actually helping people to realize something, okay? Teaching people around peace, around the importance of love and compassion. I also got that. I even heard mercy here when I saw this card. Gosh. Yeah, so I'm really picking up a strong religious work in a previous lifetime too. So anyway, let's try to move on to the next set of cards now. What else? And again, this is the Judgment card. In the traditional tarot, it shows Archangel Gabriel. So you're very much strongly connected to the angels as well in a past life, especially if it's a religious or spiritual work. Oh my gosh, now you got to go the distance. What did I say about traveling? Because Eight of Wands is a travel card. So yeah, your job involves traveling as well in a past life. And who knows, maybe in a past life, because it depends. If this is, like what I said, your most recent past life. I'm picking up something to do with sport, to be quite honest. I really got that. I really got something around sport, whether it's actually also running, okay, or what, because I'm drawn to the image of the cheetah. And I keep on hearing from Spirit, they're saying something around being athletic. So maybe it had something to do with sports. Okay. Then he got the Vampire. Okay. Now, with this Vampire card, what I'm actually getting very strongly that in a past life, some of you guys, especially if you have been doing spiritual or religious work, it's only natural that you would be attracting, okay, people who are actually in the dark or people who are actually corrupted by the dark, all right? Because life is all about balance, all right? One cannot live without the other. So I won't be surprised if in this present lifetime, you may also kind of like attract energy vampires or toxic people because they're attracted towards your light. Okay. So It's something that is very, very normal, especially if you've been doing some spiritual career or religious work. Okay, let's try to pull it more. Okay, you got increase, attachment, wow, then you got empowerment. Well, all right, so here's what I'm actually seeing. I'm drawn to the attachment card. Remember I said something around, yeah, being a guard? So I also got that. Somebody watching this pile, that's part of your job in a past life. You've been kind of like guarding prisoners, let's just say, or you're probably a watcher. But I also got another message just by looking at these two cards. For some of you guys, if it's a spiritual career or what, and then you got the vampire card earlier, it's like you're in an exorcist, all right? It's like you have been casting, yeah, or you have been warding off evil spirits. I really got that. I don't know what this is for. Maybe that's why there's healing energy as well, all right? So yeah. And then for others of you, you've been selling, like what I said, either you've been selling some gemstones, jewelry, or what. I also got that too. And then with the empowerment card, yeah, this is very much like connected to um a European country, right? So yeah, maybe some of you guys are actually also warriors, all right, or soldier. Yeah, because look at that. This is a knight. And group one got that card as well, which is knighthood. So yeah. So there's something about being a warrior as well, or a soldier. But I'm also hearing some of you guys are kind of like, yeah, um, I don't know, I'm picking up something to do with politics. I also got that too. There's something about government work in a past life as well. All right. So I'm hearing from spirit that you're kind of like an advisor, yeah, to a particular individual who is of a high rank or position. For instance, for a king. I don't know. I also got that too because of they trust your knowledge, your wisdom. Yeah, I also got that very strongly right now. I'm trying to pick up what country or European country because for group number one, I picked up Scotland. But yeah, I'm actually not hearing anything so far. But yeah, it's a European setting. So earlier we saw geisha, right? So only take what applies because we're definitely going to be picking up so many possible careers and lifetimes here since it's a collective reading. What else? The path, right? Okay, let's pull up more. What was your job in a past life? Okay, you got third eye chakra and then sacrifice. Mm, my gosh, very much like a psychic work here. Even with the path, it's like you have this strong connection with spirit. There's another portal, all right? So like what I said, others of you who are checking out this pile, you are highly spiritual and very intuitive, especially with the hangman card over here. So you're very, very intuitive and kind of like a medicine man or a shaman. I don't know. I really got that too. Yeah, I'm drawn to this image, and that's what I heard from spirit. You're actually working closely with animals. Maybe that's why I picked up something like a shaman, all right? Or nature, spirit, okay? And yeah, you got the third eye chakra. So again, to put it in a general way, this is something very much connected to spiritual work in a previous lifetime or in a past life. Nice. Okay. What else? Thank you, Spirit. I heard New Zealand. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Spirit is saying something about, yeah, like native people there. I don't know what it's called. I'm not familiar, but that's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Yeah, that was so strong. New Zealand. So maybe when I was kind of like asking for a European country, because I was drawn earlier, I don't know if it's connected to that, but I just heard New Zealand right now. So you had a lifetime, some of you had a lifetime in New Zealand. Okay. Then he got dry desert. Healing chaos. See? A lot of healing energy as well for group number 2. So I won't be surprised if you guys were also healers back then. I'm really picking up shamanic, yeah, stuff for group 2. Because like what I heard earlier, you have a strong or close connection with animals, spirit animals, or nature, all right? And now you got this healing chaos. So something around healing. I'm also getting as well that for others of you, yeah, there's something about weather, all right? This is crazy. You have rainbow over here. You got tornado over here, right? And then you got the dry desert. So there's really something about nature, weather, all right? Not to say you were a weatherman, okay? But it's kind of like a job that is related to that, all right? That is related to nature. And well, yeah, I actually heard shaman earlier or healing work. So that's why I said you have a close connection with nature spirits or animals. All right, let's try to pull it more. Ooh, the royal you. What did I say earlier? My gosh. My gosh. This is creepy. What did I say about working for a ruler or somebody of a high rank or position? I even said, who knows, maybe this is the king when I actually saw this card, right? And now you got the royal you. So I'm really picking up that in a past life, because what Spirit is saying is that this is not you, but you were working for somebody who is actually a ruler, a leader, okay? Whoa. So I won't be surprised if back then you're strongly connected to, yeah, somebody who's kind of like the king or a princess or queen. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is so beautiful. All right. What else? Let's try to pull up this deck instead. Maybe that's also the reason why I kind of like picked up politics earlier. Yeah. Right. Oh my gosh, then you got financial discipline. So yeah, with the financial discipline, it's also possible that maybe you are also responsible for managing finances. Yeah, kind of like a treasurer, all right, or something to do with money in a past life. Or like what I said earlier, some of you guys, you are not working for anyone, all right, but you are kind of like selling something as well, all right? You're trading as well, which I also got for group number 1. Ooh, what is this? Oh my gosh. You got the experiments card. Okay, let's put it here. What is this? Song of the Siren. So there's something really about entertainment because you got Song of the Siren. What did I say when I saw that woman wearing a kimono, giving me the geisha vibes. And again, it's related to entertainment. So maybe you are or you were a singer back then as well, or something related to music, or you're performing, whether it's you singing or dancing. Again, something related to entertainment. My gosh, this is creepy. I just love the synchronicity of this reading. And again, look at this with this experiments card. So there's something about the dark, right? And what I kind of like got earlier, it's like you were an exorcist, all right? You've been warding off evil spirits and all that. That's why I'm getting a healing energy as well, all right? And then for this card, definitely something to do with entertainment. So if you are kind of like also doing that in a previous lifetime, by the way, most of you who chose this pile, I'm getting a lot of you were female. Okay, I'm getting a very strong feminine energy in a past life. Yeah, you're very beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. Because I'm drawn to this image over here. Very, very pretty or very beautiful. Anyway, let's see what else. Okay, what is this? Change self-esteem. Okay. So yeah, with this change or self-esteem, what I'm actually hearing very strongly is that maybe with a change card, this is part of your kind of like mission. You wanted to change something. Okay? That's why I kind of like picking up something about, yeah, kind of like an activist, something related to politics, all right? You're fighting for um, justice, or you're fighting for something, okay? Or you wanted to make some changes about the things that you feel is inappropriate or incorrect. And then for others of you, with this self-esteem card, I'm also getting that maybe, all right, in a past life, either you were also kind of like, yeah, affected by that, in which you're not very much confident about how you were doing or how you're performing what you need to perform, or the tasks that you need to perform. I'm also getting that too. I'm also hearing as well, yeah, Iran or Iran. Oh my gosh. I heard that when I touched this card. So I also got that for someone out there. So on top of New Zealand, I also got Iran or Iran. That was so strong. A lifetime back then in Iran or Iran. Anyway, let's pull up more. Let's try this deck. What else? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Egypt as well. Look at that with a chariot card. So for others of you, there's really something around movement, okay? There's something about transportation, which is possibly a career that you have been doing in a past life, something to do with that, or traveling, just like what I said. Ooh, okay. And then you got Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is creepy. There's really something about religious and spiritual work again, especially around, yeah, warding off evil spirits and entities. My gosh, you keep on getting that. Group number two. That was what you were doing because you're a being of light, all right? You're also a light worker in a past life. That is so freaking beautiful. Wow. It's a battle between light and dark. So, just like, earlier I picked up shaman, all right? And that's also part of what a shaman does, something to do with healing as well. And then again, warding off or removing negative, evil spirits. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. All right, what else? Let's try this one. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about exorcism earlier, right? Or you're warding off evil spirits. What the freak? You got the priest. And did you still remember group number 2? What did I said earlier? Go back to what I said. I heard from spirit. They're actually saying in a past life you were also single because either you were a priest or a nun. And of course, if you're doing a spiritual career or work, you're not supposed to get married, okay? You're devoted to your chosen path. And so to see this priest card is so freaking mind-blowing. My gosh. Whoa, this is creepy. And he saw me shuffle. I can't make this up. All right. Then he got the thief card. Oh my gosh, your job back then? You were stealing money or items? Just kidding. But who knows? Or you're a guard, right? Because remember what I said earlier? I heard either a watcher or you're guarding something because now you got the thief card, okay? So you're protecting something from it being stolen, right? Oh my gosh, I love the synchronicity of group 2's reading too. Let's pull up another one. Ooh, what is this? Okay. You have here this maiden. Oh, okay. This is exactly what I heard earlier. So in a past life, you're very much connected to somebody who's an authority figure. Well, we saw the royal you. So yeah, you were a friend of that ruler, whether it's a king, a princess, queen, or just somebody of a high ranking, individual. But I won't be surprised if it's actually, a leader because you got the royal you. And then for others of you, your job in a past life, either you really do love nature, you love flowers, because I'm drawn to this flower girl over here. So yeah, who knows? Maybe that's also part of your career back then. Or something to do with clothes. I also got that too. Yeah, there's really something about clothing. All right. Yeah. Because again, the way I actually read cards, if you're new to this channel, I'm not just basing it off on what is written on the cards, but when I see an image, I automatically hear so many messages or information being a clairaudient, okay? So yeah, that's what I also got. But anyway, let's pull up the past life cards now before we wrap things up. Let's get 3 from this deck. What was your job back then? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Another that is related to Egypt. Because you got the Chariot card. Look at that. Whoa. Somebody watching this pile. Yeah. That was the lifetime that you've had back then. All right. Something. And it says government. Oh my gosh. What the freak, man. This is creepy. What did I say about kind of like you're related to somebody's into politics or government work? I even said that. Go back to what I said earlier, because again, whenever I do a reading, I just actually deliver what I'm hearing. Okay. So yeah, to see this government card, my gosh. Or you're working for a ruler, all right? Because you got the royal you, and then you got the knight over here. You're a warrior, so maybe, you're working for a king or some leader back then. And yeah, it's actually Egyptian time. Whoa. And it says advisor as well. What the freak, man? Didn't I say that earlier? Didn't I say something about the ruler is actually, or the king or the queen is kind of like, seeking some guidance from you as well. All right, because you are an advisor. You provide, guidance, or you provide your inputs. What the freak, man? This is crazy. This is freaking crazy. Which is also something that it could resonate, especially around Egypt, okay? And I've mentioned this numerous times ever since I did pick a card readings, that the reason why I also use the word empress in my channel is because of My first ever lifetime was I was a princess or a queen of Egypt. So yeah, what the freak, man? I don't know is this, but this is quite interesting. Then we have, okay, charity work. Oh my gosh, Good Samaritan. What did I say earlier? What the freak? And this is what I said for group number 1. Because when I saw this card and this card popped up for you as well at the very beginning of this reading, it's giving me the Mother Teresa vibe, right? So some of you are working for, yeah, maybe an organization in which you're actually kind of like doing some charity work as well. You're helping people. Aw, that is so beautiful. I so freaking love this reading. I love the synchronicity. Let's get one more from this deck. Oops. Now, this is crazy. Honestly, the reason why I needed to pause, this is the very first time I'm going to say it. I don't know if I should. Let's just, okay, I'm not going to spill everything, but I feel like my twin flame is watching this reading. He's probably watching this reading because he knows my channel, all right? So, if you're watching and you know the story about Egypt, okay? It's crazy that you're popping up in my reading right now. What the freak? Yeah, just leave it like that. But just to share to you guys, I'm really sensing it. My twin flame is watching this particular reading right now because his energy is very much in here. Anyway, obsessive love, okay? And again, I'm not going to read this as obsessive love, all right? But look at the image. Look at the image. There's actually binocular, an image of a binocular. So watch her. What did I say earlier about watching something, watching over something, protecting something, or guarding something? This is crazy. What the freak, man? This is weird. And then for others of you, you can also be writing, because I'm drawn to the love letter over here. So yeah, it's also possible. It had something to do with writing. Something to do with fashion too, or maybe, yeah, because I'm drawn to the photograph. Like somebody's posting. Yeah. Anyway. I love this reading so much. Anyway, before we actually end the reading, I was just so shocked because I really sensed my twin flame's energy. And yeah, he knew that he's my twin flame. Maybe he doesn't really dig the labels and all that, but it's crazy. I'm really sensing his energy. And I was like, oh my gosh, why are you here? But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, my guys are like, come on, stop talking. I'm gonna zip my mouth. All right. Farm. So some of you guys are actually working a farm. Maybe that's why I also picked up something around, yeah, either fruits or you've been selling something as well. So yeah, this is also part of your career or job in a previous lifetime. You're working a farm. Ooh, love life. Okay. Well, this is crazy. You got obsessive love, and then you got love life. Oh my gosh. All right. So I feel the reason as to why you got the love life card over here. Well, it's possible. Again, I'm not going to read this based on love life. Spirit is saying no, don't read it as love life. Okay. I'm hearing. I'm hearing it. Remember the image of a young girl holding this bouquet of flowers? Yeah, now we got roses over here. So there's something about flowers, right? Or, yeah, either you're selling flowers or there's something about that. Yeah, flowers. Because Spirit is saying, nope, don't read it as love life. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there because we're putting our focus on what type of career or job. So something to do with, again, flowers as well. I hear you. Yeah, even on this obsessive love, there's roses over here. Wow. So something to do with that. Or again, there's a love letter, something about writing. Okay, so maybe you guys love writing. So in a previous lifetime, maybe you were also a writer. Oh, yes, wars and battles. What did I say earlier? What the freak? When I saw the empowerment card, right? And there's this lady holding this sword, and there's a knight. Now you got wars and battles. So you're a soldier. You were a soldier, okay, back then as well. All right. Well, and yeah, you got the government card earlier, or keyword as well. So yeah. So to see this wars and battles is not a surprise. So there you go, group number 2. I so freaking enjoyed your reading. Yeah, 36 minutes for group number 2, longer one than group number 1. And my gosh, I honestly, I was so shocked because I picked up my twin flames energy. Yeah, so if you're watching, well, I just wanted to say hello. I don't know why, but you just suddenly popped up in my reading. But anyway, because he knew my channel, all right? Before I actually did all these reading stuff, he knew that I'm actually into tarot as well. So anyway, my guides are saying, stop it. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again next week. All right, bye. Final group, you have chosen this beautiful Lapis Lazuli mini sphere. Let's go ahead and find out, what was your job in a past life? I love group 1, group 2's reading. And before we get started, just to remind you guys, it's only natural that there will be a lot of careers or type of jobs that we will be picking up from this reading, because it's a general reading, all right? So only take what you feel applies to you, all right? Because there's a tendency that maybe your job in a past life is something that you're also doing in this present lifetime, okay? Anyway, let's get started. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 3. What was your job in a past life? Ooh, what was that? You got 5 of Cups. You have the Moon card. Eight of Swords. Emperor. World. And you got Hermit. Bottom of the deck, you have 4 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Some of the careers that I'm already picking up here, it also came from the other groups. So I feel that somebody's been checking out all 3 groups. But here's what I'm actually seeing. Group number 3. I heard a lot, actually. I'm going to start off with this very specific one, which is quite interesting. I heard that somebody watching this pile, you're kind of like a servant, okay? I keep on hearing that, a servant to a ruler as well, all right? For group number 2, it's more of like an advisor for a ruler, but this time around, it's more of like a servant, kind of like a helper, all right? Yeah, kind of like the nanny. So I'm really getting that. That was your profession or job in a past life, and you've been working for a ruler, whether this is actually a king or a queen, okay? It's a very, very highly respectable, admirable, or somebody's very popular, right? And I'm getting, it's more of like a king or a ruler as well. For others of you, I'm actually getting that you were also in the entertainment kind of like business or industry, all right? Because I also got that for group number 2. I'm drawn to this image of the Four of Wands card. It's like they're dancing, something to do with arts, okay? So if you're actually highly creative on this lifetime, you love the arts, whether you also love music or dancing, yeah, or performing, that's it, because this is what you have been doing in the past life as well, something to do with entertainment, okay? And then I'm also getting here as well that for others of you, you were also an explorer, all right? So I also got that for the other groups. Visiting, going to different places with the world card over here. But I'm also getting something around, yeah, spiritual stuff with a hermit card. Because hermit is somebody's highly spiritual too, or an enlightened person. You also provide guidance, all right, in a previous lifetime or in the past life. You share your wisdom as well to people. I'm also getting healing energy as well with the hermit card. I'm also picking up that, yeah, speaking of travel or being an explorer, I'm drawn to the map over here. Yeah. So there's something about being an explorer, all right? And yeah, maybe you had a lifetime as well in a Middle Eastern country, especially with this image over here, all right? It can also be somewhere in Japan, especially, yeah. You got something to do with entertainment. For group 2, I was drawn to the image of a woman wearing a kimono, so I'm getting kind of like a geisha, right? And geisha is also connected to entertainment, of course. They can actually play music. They're very much good in terms of poetry or, yeah. So dancing too, of course. So I'm not going to be surprised if some of you guys had a lifetime as well in Japan when it comes to countries. I also heard Slovakia, by the way. And then, yeah, maybe an African country as well. All right. Or somewhere in Africa with this image over here. But yeah, so far I'm getting something around being an explorer. I even heard that some of you do not have like a kind of like a nomad. You do not have a permanent address, or yeah, you're going from one place to another. Yeah, no permanent residence. Okay. I'm also getting, yeah, this one is quite heavy, kind of like a slave. There's something about being a slave with this Eight of Swords. So it's like you have no choice but to work for someone, and you're like a slave, okay, under this ruler. Quite interesting. And they're actually saying that, yeah, I don't know who's this for, but this ruler that you're working for and you were a slave back then, this person is one of your, yeah, either your mother or your father, okay? Or it can be a husband. So if you feel as if like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm working for this person. For instance, this is your husband or this is actually your wife. You feel as if that it's a chore, right? Or you feel as if that, yeah, why is it that I'm kind of like, yeah, it feels like a job or a duty that you really don't like. I don't know why I'm picking that up because I'm really picking up heavy energies, honestly. So I'm picking up that this ruler is somebody who's very much like a dictator, authoritative, manipulative, or what? Yeah. So I won't be surprised if you guys were a slave as well in a previous lifetime. Whoa, that was heavy. That was so heavy. I just really felt that energy. Anyway, that's why whenever I do past life readings, I don't really want to spend so much time because I get drained easily. Whew. Anyway, let's move on. What was your job in a past life? Group number 3. Oh, yes. Well, you got the moon card earlier. So you got the intuition card. So even in the past life, you guys are highly intuitive. So again, I'm picking up psychic work again. All right. She's holding this crystal ball. Yeah. Kind of like something related to being a witch, right? So if this is something that you're also interested in doing in the present lifetime, then yes, this is something that you've done in the past as well. Yeah. Something to do with psychic work. All right. What else? What is this? Heaven and earth, right? Because you have a strong connection to animals and spirit, okay, with the heaven and earth. You're very much closely connected to nature. I'm also hearing, since we also picked up something to do with spiritual career, all right, and you got the intuition card. Yeah, and hermit for me is also kind of like a healer, all right? So maybe it's a, yeah, kind of like a medicine man or a medicine woman type of career or job. Using herbs, that's also what I'm getting. Plants, yeah. Wow, that was so strong. Okay, what else? I'm just starting and I feel like I want to drink water. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm just starting your reading group number 3, but now I feel like I want to drink some water. It's like what I said, whenever I do past life reading, I get drained easily for some freaking reason. Or sometimes I can't breathe, which is weird. I don't know why. But if I need to pause the video so I can drink some water, I'll do that, okay? Anyway, what else? Ooh, yeah, moving on. Okay. So traveling, explore. And like what I said earlier, some of you don't have like a permanent residence. Kind of like a nomad or a gypsy. Yeah. What else? Deep knowing. Yeah, there's really something about wisdom. Okay. Because remember, the Hermit card is somebody who's very enlightened. Okay. Somebody's filled with wisdom. And you got the owl on this intuition card, right? And the lantern serves as guidance, all right? Or it represents guidance. So this is what you have been doing as well in a past life. So either you're sharing with a deep knowing card, you're sharing your knowledge, your wisdom. And perhaps if this is a most recent past life that we're picking up, then it's still related to teaching. Okay. All right. What else? What is this? Thief. Okay. Decrease. I noticed for group number 3, there's a lot of images around emotions. Okay. A lot of images around water as well. Okay. So I'm really picking up that maybe in a previous lifetime, it was a very, very traumatic experience for some of you, to be quite honest. Maybe that's why I couldn't breathe earlier, or I feel like I wanted to drink water right now. But yeah, I'm also getting that a lot of people are coming towards you for help. So maybe that's why I'm picking up something around guidance. Either people are pouring out their feelings and emotions towards you, all right? So kind of like similar to counseling, in which people are seeking advice from you. That's why I got the Hermit card as well, all right? I'm also picking up that for others of you, on top of the career or the possible careers that we have identified, I'm also getting something around, yeah, clothing, which I also got for group 2. Something around clothing. I don't know whether you were the one who's actually, yeah, coming up with it or you're selling it. But yeah, something around clothing. Anyway, Let's move on to the next. What was your job in a past life? Group number 3. Ooh, woman holding a heart. This is quite interesting. You have the image of the heart over here, and then you got woman holding a heart. Okay. And again, look at her. Very strong feminine energy here. Yeah. So I feel like in a past life, really, group number 3, either kind of like, yeah, something related to fashion. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Maybe 1940s, all right? Something to do with fashion or clothing. I really got that very strongly, even while I'm holding this card. But I'm also getting here as well that with this woman holding a heart, this is also talking about how people are pouring out their feelings and emotions towards you because they know that you can understand them. If this is something that's also happening for you in this present lifetime, like strangers would come up to you or let you know about what they're going through. Yeah. And that's because you have this very healing energy. So I'm picking up that somebody watching this pile is definitely a light worker, even in a previous lifetime too. Then he got manifest card. Yeah, because group 1 got this. So somebody's been checking out group 1 and then jumping to group number 3. Yeah, makes sense. And again, look at that. She is holding this lantern. Similar to the hermit card, right? So there's really something about guidance for group number 3. And I feel that this is related to spiritual, religious career as well, all right? Healing energy. You've been guiding people. You've been leading people, and people come towards you. You may also notice that animals feel so very much comfortable. That's what Spirit is saying right now around you, because you have a very strong connection with animals. And maybe some people that you know were also joking you or kidding you or teasing you, saying that you're an animal whisperer. Okay? Don't be surprised now, because this is something that you are also doing back then, in which you are very much connected to nature, spirit, animals, all right? Yeah, very beautiful. I feel like I'm already in a trance now. I need to snap out of it. Okay. Oh, wow, you're strong. I just said that when I saw this woman holding a heart. Very strong, feminine energy. Now we got the sovereignty card. Wow. Yeah, and again, I'm getting a very spiritual energy here with the crescent moon. So if you guys are highly psychic on this present lifetime, either you're doing tarot readings, you're a medium or a psychic, yeah, it's also something that you've been doing in a previous lifetime too, okay? I forgot her name. Goddess of the Moon. Was it Goddess of the Moon? Yeah. But with this Queen of the Moon card, again, you guys are highly psychic, very intuitive. And this is part of what you're doing in a previous lifetime or past life. All right, so what else? Ooh, passion ignited. So again, something to do with creativity, art. You also inspire people. You have a pure or golden heart. Because if you notice, there's a lot of images around heart. Okay? You got this here, which is giving me the sacred heart kind of like vibe. And then you got this woman holding a heart. And on the thief card as well, there's actually an image of a heart. So like what I said earlier, you guys are light workers. A lot of you are light workers too, doing some spiritual career. Helping people, providing guidance, working with spirit, okay? Or even angelic beings. So I keep on hearing the word mission, okay? I just did a reading about the three type of souls, okay? Angelic, interplanetary, and earth-based. So I feel that for you, group number 3, it's a mixture of angelic as well as interplanetary. Some of you guys are star seeds, all right? Or you came from a different planet, all right? And so you have a mission as well. That's why you came here on this earth. Others of you, you're an angelic soul. And I'll do a reading as well for this channel, but not right now, maybe in the future. But yeah, some of you are angelic souls. Very much connected to the angelic realm. And did you know that when it comes to angelic souls, usually Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, they incarnate as, like a version of Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel. Which is quite interesting. Anyway, I'm getting, kind of like, I always kind of like drown into some sort of like a trance every time I do a reading like past life. Whoa, One Ring Circus performer. Okay, what did I say earlier? My gosh, with this One Ring Circus. So I feel group number 3 for others of you on top of psychic work as well. All 3 groups got that anyway. I'm also getting here that, yeah, some of you guys are performers. Remember this card that I actually got for you? This one? Okay. Where there's actually a couple, kind of like they're dancers, all right? Something to do with dancing or performing. So whether it's art or music. So that was also your job in a previous lifetime with this One Ring Circus card, all right? Not necessarily you were working in a circus, okay, in a past life, but something to do with performance, entertainment, okay? All right, let's see, what else? Then he got relaxation. Okay, with this relaxation card, I'm actually more of like getting that some of you guys are also kind of like teaching with a book image. So something to do with teaching for sure. You guys are highly knowledgeable. You have deep wisdom. And again, a lot of images of moon. And moon is really related to psychic work as well. Or intuition. Okay, what else? And by the way, Spirit wanted me to say that some of you guys, you feel as if that you always wanted to be alone, all right? I also got that, especially with this One Ring Circus and relaxation card where there's a person or a lady lying in a hammock. So if you kind of like notice that you really enjoy spending some time alone, that's because of, this is also what you've been doing even in a previous lifetime, all right? Not to say that you're antisocial. It's just that, yeah, because either you get drained easily. I won't be surprised if you guys are empaths like myself, all right? In which you really need to detach from the world, all right? Because you can't handle their intensity. You can't handle their negative energies, all right? So yeah, maybe a lot of people around you, they think you're weird, all right? Because it's like you're living in your own bubble, or you feel comfortable being in your own bubble. That's nothing to be ashamed of, all right? Because you need to preserve your energy. You need to preserve your energy. And it's never wrong to, to choose yourself, all right? As much as you always wanted to help people, give light and love towards people, you also needed to nurture yourself, okay? A lot of people don't understand me as well for that. Okay, they always say, oh, she's a weirdo. She has this own bubble, all right? And you know what? I really don't want to expect so much from other people as well, all right? I just do what I feel is right for me. So somebody needed to hear that message. If people are mocking you for that, like, you're living in your own world, you're a weirdo, or you're being tagged as antisocial and all that, they'll never understand it. Sometimes, in life, you really cannot expect everyone to understand where you're coming from, okay? Especially if you're an empath. Their level of perception is different from yours. So there's no use in, yeah, like getting a lot of people to understand you, right? If they don't, then I don't care, all right? Then don't, all right? But yeah, somebody needed to hear that message too. Anyway. And also with the image of the elephant, that's a sign you're an old soul as well, right? You're an old soul. Even with the image of the owl, that is a sign that a lot of people chose this pile as well. You guys are old souls, all right? You've lived or you've incarnated, reincarnated many, many times. Oh my gosh, another image of a heart. And there's an angel wing. Yeah, like what I said, I was just talking about angelic souls. So I feel that a lot of you guys, in terms of what type of soul you are, because there's 3, earth-based, angelic, interplanetary. I got starseeds as well, so I'm picking up interplanetary, but a lot of you guys are also angelic souls, all right? And angelic souls, their mission, all right, is to spread love, to teach people around the true meaning of love, kindness, mercy, compassion, okay? And you may also have this very childlike energy about you as well. Wow, I love this. Light work, that's what I'm getting. Oh yes, because you got the energy field adjustment, aura cleansing and health. Wow, healing energy, my gosh. So if you're also kind of like doing a spiritual career right now, or some of you guys are also Reiki practitioners or Reiki masters or energy healing work. Yeah, that's because you have been doing that in a previous lifetime as well. Something to do with healing. Okay. And again, I feel as well that for others of you, there's something around, because you got the mirror, there's really something about entertainment, art, fashion. I really got that because I also picked up clothing earlier. Yeah, and then you got the mirror. But I'm also getting here as well that, yeah, you guys can also see through people. Just like a mirror, you can see through them because you're highly psychic. Okay. So anyway, let's move on to the next. Perseverance, synchronicity. Yeah, so maybe you've been receiving a lot of synchronicity, okay? Whether it's repeating numbers. Yeah, because you have a very strong connection with spirit, with the angels, all right? The angels have been sending you a lot of repeating numbers maybe recently, okay? Pay attention to that. There is a message, and maybe the message is for you to stay determined, persevere, because you guys are resilient, all right? If you're going through rough times, know that you're being supported by the divine, all right? Because normally people who are actually angelic souls, yeah, it's really, really not a walk in the park, okay? You'll be experiencing so much. I won't be surprised if some of you guys are also wounded healers yourself, all right? Okay, what else? Yeah, change. I feel this is actually part of what you are kind of like being asked to do, or at least this is your mission, let's just put it that way, to make some changes, all right? For instance, for the interplanetary souls who are watching this reading, since you're highly advanced or you're not from this earth, you came from a different planet, and so you are highly advanced, that's how you are helping people, right? Because of you are more advanced than regular human beings or people from this planet Earth, all right? Then you have a mission to make some changes. And of course, for the better, right? Whether you're angelic or, because that's what I got. I feel like discussing the type of soul for group number 3. Because some of you, I'm hearing from spirit, it's like you feel as if that, yeah, you're not of this world, or you cannot understand why people are like this. Don't be surprised, because again, you're not an earth-based soul. All right. Majority of you, not all of you. Originally, you are an angelic soul or an interplanetary soul. But yeah, this is your mission, to make some positive changes for the world or for this realm. Okay, anyway, let's move on to the next set of cards. Let's use this one. What was your job in a past life? What is this? Very interesting image. Wow, you guys are very determined. I'm getting kind of like a warrior energy, all right? Something about that. You guys are fighters. Honestly, some of you guys, I really heard that whether this is the most recent lifetime too, or past life, I'm getting firefighter for others of you. And then yeah, there's also something around selling stuffs, all right, goods. Wow. And again, you got Ace of Cups. That is quite interesting. You guys are very loving people, all right? A lot of the people chose this pile as well. You have a big heart. No wonder you have a lot of images of heart, all right? You're very empathetic. Because when I saw this image of the shell, what I heard is that you really listen to people, or you try to give your inputs, your insights, or your wisdom. You're sharing it to the people around you. And you're a great listener. You're very empathetic. Okay. That's why I said a lot of the people who chose this pile are also empaths like me. And maybe that's why your guides are also wanting me to deliver to you guys that, yeah, you can do this. All right. Life is hard for sure. And especially if you are kind of like, yeah, a magnet for toxic people. All right. In which you kind of like wanted to be in your own shell as well. All right. Because I'm hearing that somebody watching this pile, you probably thought that you're weird, that you have your own little world, or you just wanted to be alone at times. But it's not to say you're antisocial. It's just that you need to breathe. I keep on hearing that. I need to breathe. Because that's how you preserve your energy. All right. Don't expect other people to understand you. They would definitely, say nasty stuffs, but you know yourself better, right? Because I'm pretty sure you've heard this many times, in which you cannot please everyone, all right? People would always say things that could hurt someone, and it's a reflection of who they are, all right? But you can't expect them to understand you, because their level of perception is different from yours. I don't know, for group number 3, your guides really wanted me to give that message. I didn't get that for group 1 or group number 2. So I feel somebody really needed to hear that message. And again, they're wanting to say that you're not alone, all right? Some of you are feeling as if that you're doing everything by yourself. You're alone. There's no one around me, okay? Well, part of the lesson for you, this is what I'm hearing, I don't know who's this for, is for you to learn how to become strong on your own. I feel that some of you guys needed to heal codependency as well, all right? I also got that because I'm getting 2 separate energies. Somebody watching this pile, you feel like you wanted to be alone, all right? Because you needed air to breathe. Others of you, you have the tendency to always cling or to depend on others. For those who are resonating with, yes, I have the tendency to cling onto others or to lean onto others all the time to gain strength or for you to feel good about yourself or confident, then your guides are saying that's something that you really needed to heal. All right. You are strong, and you have to build that strength from within first. Don't look for strength outside of yourself. All right. And yeah, my guides are saying, yeah, that was a message for someone out there. I don't know what this for. But anyway, let's pull up the last set of. No, is it the last set of deck? No, it's not. We'll start with this one first. And then we'll pull up some past life cards. All right. I'm getting a very lonely energy for group number 3. My gosh, that's weird. That's the only difference for group 1, group 2's reading. Yeah, because you got melancholy. Oh my gosh. What the freak? I was just saying, like, I'm getting a very lonely energy for group number 3. I don't know why. Ooh, boy. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so again, sometimes you feel alone. You feel like you're just by yourself. Maybe that's why that message is very much needed for someone watching this pile to hear, all right? You really needed to hear that message. That's something you also needed to heal. And again, your guides are saying you're never alone, okay? You're never alone. You may not see your guides, all right, or your loved ones in spirit, but they're watching you. And yeah, I'm drawn to this woman over here. She's holding this kind of like a harp. So again, something to do with performance or entertainment, just like what I said, music. Okay, what is this? Ooh, oh my gosh. All right. And then this friend card as well. All right. So I'm not going to read it based on what it says here, but so far, based on these 3 cards about the type of career or job for some of you, I'm getting here that, yeah, something to do with performance, something to do with music and art, okay? And again, with a flower, I got that for group 2. So something to do with flower, whether it's actually still related to art, okay? Or even fashion. I also got that too. Something to do with that. Or clothing. But anyway, let's pull up some past life cards now. Let's get 3 from this deck. Okay, what is this? Wounded healer, it says here. What the freak? I said that. Go back to when I said I won't be surprised if you guys are wounded healer yourself. Yeah. My gosh, now it says wounded healer. That's freaking weird. Exactly. And look at that. There's an owl again. And it says wisdom keeper. So like what I said, you guys are very wise people. All right. You're well informed. A lot of people, they actually come towards you for assistance as well because you're enlightened. No wonder you got the hermit card, right? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. You're an old soul. Group number 3, okay? Oops, it's a blank page. Or a blank card. Sorry about that. Let's get 2 more. What is this? Animals. All right. Okay. So yeah, I was just talking about the animals, right? Remember what I said earlier? That some of you guys maybe get teased by the people that you know, in which they're saying you're an animal whisperer or what? Yeah, because you have a strong connection with the animals. It's like you can understand them. Some of you guys, you'd rather spend time with an animal, all right? Because you feel that animals are more capable of unconditional love, and that is so true. I can resonate with that, okay? Yeah. So for some of you, that's what you've been doing. Or maybe farm as well, okay? Oh yeah, group 1 got this. Something to do with transportation. That's part of your career back then. Or you came up with some sort of like, yeah, an invention. All right. So I feel that this is probably, you know, around 1900s or 1900s is more of like what I'm hearing. A lifetime back then during those times. All right. But anyway, let's get the past life cards before we wrap things up. All right, you got food and hunger. So maybe it's also a type of career in which either you're selling food, all right? For instance, this is just an example. You're a baker, all right? Or something to do with food. But I'm also picking up charity work in which you're helping, yeah, the less fortunate. I also got that since you guys have a big heart. Galactic, what did I say earlier? That's why I was really keen in discussing something about the three type of souls, all right? And I even said for group number 3, it's a combination of angelic souls and interplanetary soul. Now you got the galactic, okay? So, like what I said, if you are actually wondering why is it that you feel alone, you don't feel connected to this planet Earth, you feel as if that, yeah, you're missing something, or you're not of this plane, that's because you're not really from this planet Earth, all right? You are an interplanetary soul. That's why I got this galactic. It came from a different planet, all right? So whether you're a starseed, okay, Andromedan, Orion, right? So yeah, don't be surprised. But you have a mission, okay? You do have a mission and something to do with change. That's why I got the technology card over here, all right? Because interplanetary souls, since they came from a different planet, they're highly advanced than human beings or people from the planet Earth, right? So that's why you came to this planet, because you have a mission and something to do with change, all right? We're helping people to change something. It can also be something related to innovation as well, all right? Because you're very wise, all right? You have a lot of knowledge as well, all right? So yeah, somebody needed to hear that. All right, let's get one last card. But I noticed for group number 3, the energies are just so freaking low. Ooh, I'm having a hard time breathing, honestly, for some reason. I don't know why. And then you got spouse. Okay. Again, with the clothes, all right? Something about the clothes. So I'm not also going to be reading this as spouse, but I believe at the very start of the reading, what did I say? If you still remember group number 3, I specifically heard a message in which you were a servant, okay? And you were working for a ruler. I don't know what this for again, but you were working for a ruler, and you're a servant, and this person is your current spouse right now, all right? Especially for whoever this is for that is already married. So if you're married, you're watching this right now, you're still living with your person, with your partner who's your spouse, okay? Whether this is your husband or your wife, then yeah, you might actually kind of like notice why is it that it feels like a duty. It feels like work, all right? I keep on hearing that. That's because in a previous lifetime, you were working for this spouse of yours. Your spouse was a ruler, all right, in a previous lifetime, and you're the servant. I really got that. Go back to what I said. My gosh, this is crazy. And if I'm going to be basing it off on the image, all right, there's something about clothes. I said that. Now we're actually seeing a wedding dress. And this guy wearing this tuxedo or this formal clothes. So yeah, group number 3. That's what I actually have for you. I just noticed that the energy for group number 3 is quite low. All right, really low. Maybe that's why I also got the aura cleansing. So, and I also noticed every time I do a reading for group number 3, somebody watching this pile really needed to cleanse their energy. Yeah, because I get nasally. Thankfully, I didn't get nasally for this reading, but for the other reading, I did. Okay. And it's always group number 3. So a lot of cleansing, healing, meditation. Okay. It will be very, very beneficial for whoever this is for. But anyway, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.